Monster Truck fans, welcome to the Plateau Arena for your June 22nd event coverage. Your first competition is going to be timed racing. Our first competitor up is El Toro Loco. This is going to be the last event with this timed racing style, where each truck chooses which lane they want to start in, do 2 laps around the track, and finish on the side they started on. Looks like El Toro Loco is going to go for a different lane than what he went for last event. Let's see if it pays off for him. The track is a little bit tacky. We had to postpone this event one day because of a rainstorm. A nice first lap, a little slow over that second racing lane. Here we go, second last turn. That's going to be a 1-second penalty over the racing lane. A very wide last turn. And that's going to be it for El Toro Loco. A 22.19 seconds. He will hold the lead so far. Your second competitor up for timed racing, it's going to be Gravedigger. Let's see if he chooses to go for the same lane to start in, or if he chooses a different approach. He will choose a different approach. He will go for the opposite lane. Gonna get staged here. There we are. And we have green. He is off. A nice first corner. A little wide with that box there. Oh, it's tough to go, and there it is. 5-second penalty on that box right there. I think he just made it inside the white lines on that one. That is going to end his pass. A 20.20 seconds for Gravedigger. He will take the lead from El Toro Loco. Your last competitor out for timed racing is Megalodon. Gravedigger and Megalodon both struggled in timed racing last event, especially with it being the first event on this track style. They were a little rocky to start it off, but let's see if Megalodon can follow in Gravedigger's footsteps and have a better racing pass today, even with this slick and tacky track. Let's see, he's going to have to restage right there. Having a bit of trouble, keeps rolling past the line. There we go. Rotates it back a little bit, and there we go. We got green, and he is off. A great first corner, nice and controlled. Oh, absolutely slams into the turning box. Megalodon slow going over the second last turn. Has a much better final turn, but still, I believe, only one 5-second penalty for Megalodon. Yeah, man, taking his anger out on that box right there. He is going to have to take that anger out in skills and freestyle as well. Your racing winner is Gravedigger. Megalodon, only with a 24.19. With that, we're going to be moving right into skills with El Toro Loco starting us off. El Toro Loco ended up getting last in skills, our first event on this track. Couldn't get any give off of really any of the ramps, but here he goes. He's going for the single log stack, first hit, and a huge sky wheelie. Awesome job for El Toro Loco. Already a much better start than event 7. Let's see what he's lining up for next. It looks like it's going to be the logs on the backside of the racing lane ramp. Here he goes, up and over. Not as big of a sky wheelie, unfortunately, but still a good attempt from El Toro Loco. And I think he's looking for a shot at redemption. His final attempt, going for the box stack. Couldn't quite get it. Didn't give him the pop that he wanted. A 5 flat for El Toro Loco to start off skills. Gravedigger is next up for skills. Let's see if he chooses to do something a little different, or if he also goes the sky wheelie route. Trying to get up onto the pod here. I think he might want to go for his reverse popper first, just in case he gets hung up on any ramp. And there he goes, lining up for the reverse popper on the backside of the single log ramp. Here we go. Oh, nice. Much better of an attempt than Event 7, but still, I think he couldn't get on the gas quick enough to be able to really put the power down to push the front end up in the air. Oh, gets stuck for a second there on the side of the ski ramp. Let's see what he's going for. That was not an attempt. He's just getting back up on the pod. It looks like he's going for another reverse popper on the backside of the six-pack. Again, couldn't quite get it there. That time, I don't think there was enough of a pop on the front two tires. Front two BKT tires. And oh, last attempt going for a bicycle. Bit of a Hail Mary there, and it pays off. A 5.125 from Gravedigger, celebrating on the track by 0.125. Gravedigger is your new leader in skills. Let's see a replay on that bicycle right there. A nice hit up and over. Sweet maneuver right there to get the skills lead so far. Megalodon is your last one out for skills, absolutely roaring onto the track. Up and around, let's see what he goes for his first attempt. Looks like he's going for the box stack. He had very good luck with this in Event 7. Our first event on Track Style 2, and he didn't quite get it there. I think that will count as a successful attempt, but it's not the elevation that he wanted. These boxes in that ramp are already absolutely beaten down from the rain last night. Megalodon goes for a sky wheelie off of the backside of the six-pack, but just doesn't quite get the pop, doesn't hit it square, ends up kicking him off to the side. Let's see if he'll go for the single log ramp. I think he will. Trying to follow in El Toro Loco's footsteps, making sure he's lined up proper. Here we go. Big air, up and over, kind of combos it into a bicycle off the backside of the pack, and again, just barely by by 0.5, Megalodon will take the lead, a 5.625 for your skills win. Monster Truck fans, it is now halftime before overall after 2. We're going to get our boxes back out on the track. You can skip to 9:23 on the video if you want to go right to overall after 2. But we're bringing out our old turning boxes back onto the track for crushable obstacles in freestyle. They actually survived our first event on Track Style 2, the freestyle. We were able to beat them back into shape. So you know what? We're going to put them back on the track again for this freestyle competition and see if they'll hold up again. I know that these trucks are still gonna have, they're gonna have a lot of fun with having crushable obstacles out there. And you know what? Something that we actually didn't do the first event on Track Style 2 is we didn't steepen the racing lanes for freestyle. So you know what? We're gonna do that for this event today. This event, you may see the Canadian flags on the track, Canadian flag on the pod, and Canadian flags for our racing lane finish lines. This video, while yes, it was filmed on June 22nd, this video is going to be releasing on YouTube on Canada Day. So we wanted to do kind of a special event for Canada Day, and we will actually be having an event on Canada Day as well. Event 11 will take place still on Track Style 2, but actually on Canada Day. We will also have Canadian flags on the track for then as well. And with that, it is now time for overall after 2, where we go through your overall point standings after 2 competitions. So far, Gravedigger leading the pack with that racing win and second place finish in skills. A big racing win for Gravedigger. So far, he's gotten 2 overall event wins in a row. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row after going overall event winless in the first 5 events of the season. He is making a roaring comeback right now, but it is still anybody's game. And it comes down to freestyle. Your first one up for freestyle, it is Megalodon. Let's see if he can have an absolutely banger run on this track. 105 seconds to fill, clipping the side of the pack to start it off, and absolutely tearing our crushable box obstacle completely out of the ramp, rocketing across the pod. Great momentum so far for Megalodon off the backside of the racing lane. Backing up now for the ski ramp, up and over, crushes the other turning box, crush obstacle. Lining up now for both of them. Oh, kind of bicycles up onto the pod. That was awesome. Having a great run so far, dragging that box all the way across the track. Goes for a reverse popper. Couldn't quite get it. Rockets across the pod again, up over the steepened racing lane, slams the front left tire into the side of the pack, combos it up over to the other racing lane. Goes for the box stack now. Not much of a pop off of it, but still on that ragged edge style. Goes for the side of the ski ramp and gets a wheelie off of it. That was a completely unique move. We haven't seen anything like that this season, and that was huge. A huge wheelie combo, and slams the back wheel right into the ground, going over now, crushing that box, running over it. 15 seconds left. Let's see what Megalodon has left in store. He is lining up for the container. A huge hit, absolutely pile drives into it. One more, a giant wheelie, and he makes it up. And that will end the run for Megalodon. A 9.742, the highest score in freestyle so far this season. That is going to be an incredibly tough act to follow for our competitors, but I know they're not going to hold back, and Megalodon's sitting pretty right now in the hot seat. El Toro Loco next up for freestyle, not wasting any time getting started. Megalodon was able to fill the full time. Let's see if El Toro Loco can do the same. Up and over, absolutely annihilates the boxes. Nice combo over the backside of the racing lane. Let's see if he goes for the other one. Almost looked like he was going to line up for the pack right there. Kind of gets hung up, but is able to cross thread across the pod. That powertrain really working to be able to get it up and over. Lining up now for the steep inside of the racing lane. A big hit and just absolutely motors over that box. And he is stuck in a bicycle position, absolutely roaring that engine. Let's see if he'll be able to get off, and he does. Had about 10 full seconds there, just stuck in that bicycle motion. Right in that rut on the racing lane. Reverses up and over onto the pod, up the backside of the six-pack. Over the backside of the racing lane, cruising around right now, great momentum. About 20 seconds left for El Toro Loco, up and over the backside of the container. See if he lines up for something else. Up the ski ramp, over the backside of the modified landing ramp. Oh, and he gets stuck in the same spot, luckily for much less time. But man, again, up over the racing lanes to finish it off, and that will end the run right there. He's going to go for the pack just for you guys. That is not for scores, an 8.630, and again, absolutely wrecking into that and ends up over by the tree. El Toro Loco in second place so far for freestyle. Last but not least, it is Gravedigger going right for the boxes, absolutely crushing them over the backside of the ski ramp and just slamming into the modified racing lane ramps. up and over, huge air over the backside of the box stack, and that is already 25 seconds down for Gravedigger. Let's see, lining up, reversing. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the racing lane, but no, goes for more big air off of the backside of the box stack. Reverses over. Reverse moves into the boxes. Just crushing them, running them over again and again. About 15 seconds stuck on that box. Let's see if we can get some momentum back right here. Over the backside of the racing lane. Up and over the other one as well. Oh, I thought he was going to... Oh, and a bicycle! He bicycles it off of the ski ramp. I don't think we've seen that yet this season. Third time's the charm, even bigger air. Up and over. Crushes the other box still in that ramp. He's like, you know what, you're coming with me. Alright, 20 seconds left. Lining up for the container. Stuffs it in there and goes for it again. Couldn't quite get the power down to get it up, but he says, you know what, I'm going to go up this ski ramp and I'm going to give the box even more love. Slams into the side of the ski ramp just like Megalodon did. And that is going to end the run on the racing lane right there. I think one more move for good measure. Slinging that box across the track, causing absolute chaos and carnage, is the Black and Green Wrecking Machine. A 9.235, that's going to be second place, and Megalodon will win freestyle. Let's see a sweet replay on that for Gravedigger, that bicycle that we saw from him. 2 bicycles so far, both going different ways. Slams it right into the container. And that was it for Gravedigger. What a run. It's time now for your freestyle results. Megalodon in first with a 9.742, the highest freestyle score of the season so far, and Gravedigger with a 9.235 for second. El Toro Logo with an 8.630 for third. Amazing scores all around, huge numbers, absolutely everyone filled their time that they needed to. Gravedigger even gave a little bit extra, a little bit of an encore after. And you know what? Speaking of encores, we got a little something for you guys. Since this video is going to come out on Canada Day, we got a bit of an encore because we're going to have to fix up this track to get ready for the next 4 events on it, and Megalodon is going to get set up on top of the pod. Getting ready. We're going to light some sparkling fountains, and Megalodon is going to absolutely tear up this track for you guys. Ready to rock. Let's see if I can get them to light right away. Not quite, but there we go. The sparklers are lit, and Megalodon is getting ready to absolutely rock this track. Up over the boxes. And here we go. Huge air off of the racing lane. A soaring sky wheelie and another off of the other racing lane. Slams into the side of the container. Up and over. And as the smoke clears, Megalodon is going to run over them and then get set for the backflip attempt. These containers are already so beaten down after the first 2 events. Megalodon gonna tear up these boxes even more. Slams right into the tree, and I think we're gonna get a second attempt up. Huge sky wheelie, and is gonna end it right there, crushing our turning box. And you know what? Don't go just yet, because we still got more. And Gravedigger, the same spot as El Toro Loco in freestyle. These guys want to tear up the track even more for this first Canada Day special. Gravedigger up and over the backside of the container. We have had such a great event so far today, and these guys just want to give a little extra thank you and get a little bit more destruction down on this track, up and over the backside of the six-pack for Gravedigger. Let's see if he will go for the container as well. Goes up it sideways. Let's see if he can get off of this. Stuck up right now. There we go. Powers right out of it. Having great momentum here. Up and over, sky-wheeling it for this encore. And that is going to do it. But one more. We got 3 trucks in the lineup. 3 trucks for the encore. It's going to be El Toro Loco. Up over the track. El Toro Loco getting big speed. Reversing all the way across the racing lane. Up and over, tearing up that container. Up sideways, gives Megalodon a little bit of a love tap right there. And oh man, let's see if he'll get stuck right in the middle of it. If he can get off of that or not. I think that might be it for El Toro Loco. Short-lived encore, but you know what? That's okay. That was all for you guys. And now for your overall event standings, Megalodon takes it away from Gravedigger. They both tied for overall points, but when that happens, your freestyle winner gets the overall win. And so that will be Megalodon. Megalodon snaps Gravedigger's win streak as close as he was first. 1 point in racing. The win in skills and freestyle gets Megalodon the overall event win. Gravedigger in second with a big racing win, staying consistent throughout, and El Toro Loco, our series leader, unfortunately only 5 points on the night. And now for your season point standings, El Toro Loco still leading with 74, but Gravedigger nipping at his heels, only 3 points behind, and Megalodon makes a huge leap, coming from 13 points behind all the way to only 7 points behind. A huge, huge jump for Megalodon, and I know that they're not stopping anytime soon. We're going to keep going with this point series, keep going with these events. I hope you guys enjoyed this Canada Day special. Happy Canada Day, because that is when this video is going to be releasing. That is it for your June 22nd event coverage. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on this video to support the channel, and we will see you guys next time for more event coverage.